I'm Michael Fox, and this is the Prospector Podcast. And I am live on location in Beaver Creek, Colorado at the Precious Metals Summit. And as I like to say, it's always good to have these. I get to sit across from people and have these conversations. And right now I'm sitting across from Steven Zadka, who is the executive chairman of Cerro de Pasco Resources. Welcome to the podcast, Steven.
Thank you, Michael.
You're a new follow for us, but a lot has happened since we've started following you, and you guys have just had some fantastic new news. But before we go into that, I would like first, for those that aren't familiar with Cerro de Pasco, let's give them the 10,000-foot view so they know what you are and what you're doing.
Thank you. So Cerro de Pasco is focused on the reprocessing of the old tailings and stockpiles at Cerro de Pasco. Combined, they are the world's largest above-ground mineral resource. The tailings is comprised of 75 million tons, and the stockpile is comprised of 100 million tons. And we just got approvals to start our drilling program after many, many years. And we've got the drills on the ground. Two are turning right now. Another one's coming next week. And we're going to be putting out the drill results, and the met testing and engineering studies are also happening in parallel.
Yeah, this is exciting news. That project's located in the mountains of Peru, and it's going to be exciting to hear what happens there. But the news that I wanted to talk to you about is how that's going to get funded, and it's proceeds out of a sale that came out of left field of your Santander project. So tell us the history of Santander, how you guys had it, and tell me about the sale.
Yeah, so we acquired Santander in late 2021. The Cerro de Pasco project that we originally focused on was taking quite a bit of time to get permitted, and we saw an opportunity at the time to acquire the Santander mine. And we ran it for about 2 years. Zinc prices kind of came down a bit, and we developed a project there that has an NPV of around $200 million. Moving forward, Quilacocha, our tailings project in Cerro de Pasco, came through finally, and it just doesn't compare to Santander. Quilacocha is a multi-billion-dollar potential, and Santander is kind of like a distraction in that regard. So Santander also took up a large portion of our balance sheet, which not a lot of people appreciated. Santander needed an investment of $30-40 million, something that we were not able to, or we did not want to do. We didn't want to kind of dilute the company more for a $200 million NPV project when we were chasing a multi-billion-dollar project potential. So in that regard, we recently sold Santander to a private Peruvian fund in Peru. And in that regard, we sold all the assets and liabilities. So come the new financial statements for Q3, we should see a big improvement in the financials, with about $75 million of liabilities being removed.
Yeah, that helps clean up a balance sheet in a hurry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's also good to turn an asset into cash, especially when you're going to need cash to be drilling on the new project.
So there wasn't any cash that we received from the sale. We sold it for an NSR, a 2.5% NSR that was capped at 10 million. And that was about it. For us, we bought Santander for a song, and we sold it for a song as well, if you will. We didn't really invest much into Santander, but we did develop the next phase of mine life there, which is a 10-year mine life.
Yeah, and the new producer will be able to take that project and run with it when you're essentially going to be focused on the bigger and larger picture.
I mean, Santander is an underground mine. It's totally the opposite of what we're trying to do in Cerro de Pasco, which is surface mining. So it's really two things just did not go well together, and it was just a phase in our lives where it was something that we had, and we just moved on from there. And the focus is on the Quilacocha tailings project right now.
Yes. Well, congratulations on that sale. That was very good. It'll clean up the balance sheet, and we're looking forward to the results from the tailings drillings that are coming up, and this project moving forward is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it really is, and we're super excited about the future.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to the story unraveling down the line.
Thank you.
Cerro de Pasco Resources is a paid sponsor of the Prospector News. The host owns shares in Cerro de Pasco Resources bought at the market for investment purposes. The Prospector News podcast is for educational purposes only. The opinions expressed are those of the participants and are not to be taken as investment advice. Listeners need to do their own due diligence and seek advice of a licensed investment advisor.